So we're back in Sherman Oaks and we have something special for you today. Last year we went to Eaton Galleries down the street, but this year they're renting out this huge building with all new auction items. So we're gonna go inside and see. This is a 220th scale of Main Street, USA. If you look closely, you can see some of the characters. Like there's a balloon cast member there. I wonder if that's supposed to be Steve driving the fire truck. And if you look to the back of the castle, you can see Cinderella, Belle, Aurora, and Prince Philip. And here's the view from the back of Main Street. Now this area has a lot of the souvenir maps that were sold at the park at one time. Over here, and over here. What's interesting is that a lot of these maps say Edison Square and Liberty Street that were supposedly extensions for Main Street, but were never built. But on the 1964 map here, it actually shows it part of Main Street. So my dad and I are standing here looking at these maps. Here's 64, and here's 68. Look how big Space Mountain is compared to the rest of the park. This is the first year that it's a Small World's there too. I have the same map at home, but I don't know if this one has, it says it has errors. So like the opening day speech says it's from July 15th, 1955. I'll have to check mine when I get home, but the price of this is going for $200 to $400. This is from the 40th anniversary of Disneyland. This is the Global Van Lines car that used to sit on Main Street, kind of where the fire department is now. And Global Van Lines used to have their headquarters right behind what is now Toontown. And this is the car that used to sit on Main Street. Here is an original sign from the Disneyland Hotel. Red letter D. It is probably about 20 to 25 feet tall. And it's starting at $25,000 at the auction. This is a display that used to be at the Emporium. If you look at the little detail, you can see Jack and Gus trying to reach the key in her pocket. This is starting at $4,000. The old display from the Emporium. So what we saw was all from Main Street. Now we're going over to Adventureland. Here's a safari adventure boat from Adventureland, and it starts at $4,000 to $5,000. The signs from the big game shooting gallery over in Adventureland, which is now the seating area, which used to be the Indiana Jones Outpost store. This starts at $3,000 to $5,000. As you can see, it's a sea ticket. And this is the Swiss Family Robinson Oregon prop used at Disneyland. It starts at $4,000 to $6,000. So we're moving from Adventureland to Frontierland. So we have a lot of, oh look at this, just a canoe sitting here from Davy Crockett Explorer Canoes, just sitting in the middle of the ground. This is the original sign from the Country Bear Jamboree. As you can see, it says Playhouse, but still it's hand carved, starting at $18,000. Here we have a series of attraction posters from like Nature's Through Wonderland and the Country Bears, Tom Sawyer Island, and the Rainbow Caverns, and so on. They even themed the elevators to one of the boats that used to go around Tom Sawyer Island. Now we're moving into Tomorrowland, and there's a lot of attraction posters here. Even the Space Place sign, that was an old store. This is a model from Progress Land from the actual 1964 World's Fair. So it was an attraction that was supposed to be sponsored by General Electric, but it was never built, but the Carousel Progress came out of it too. So this starts at $15,000 to $20,000. All right, we're getting to the big stuff here. Here's a people mover car from Disneyland. And then over here, what preceded the people mover, this is the Rocket Rods attraction car. And then continuing with the ride vehicles, we have Space Mountain. This is the Disneyland version with the tandem seating. And here's a Matterhorn bobsleigh. It looks like Baymax is having fun back there. Woo! And then a Snow White car. So they have some Mr. Toad props here. This one's actually from the Walt Disney World version, because that one's closed. But they have some of the props that are here, like this clock tower and this little devil guy and a car. Now from New Orleans Square, we have this Doom buggy from the Haunted Mansion that Mickey and Minnie are sitting in. And then over here they have some original stretching portraits from the Haunted Mansion too. Here are those Haunted Mansion posters again. Here's an actual seat from the Chicken of the Sea pirate ship restaurant and an Alice in Wonderland lantern. This is a model from Adventures Through Inner Space. It is a rare ride vehicle model that used to be in the queue of the attraction. And it starts at $6,000 to $8,000. And the largest thing here in the display is this dragon from the old submarine voyage. It starts at the escalator, goes all the way this way. $30,000. Look at this guy. It is monstrous. I don't know where you would put this in your house.